We stop talking to everyday New Yorkers and Americans. When I'm in the streets, they're talking about finance. They're not talking about Hitler. We no longer want to engage in conversation. They were even calling him Hitler. That's an insult to...
That was only his vice president.
Millions of Jews and others who died. We know what Hitler did. I said, we have to bring down this rhetoric.
So, Mayor Eric Adams steps onto the View, and what happens next? He shuts them down. They're stuck in the past, clinging to talking points that cost the Democratic Party the election. But Mayor Adams, he's not having it. He sets them straight. Now let's dive into the biggest question that's been hanging in the air since the election. Why did the Democratic Party lose? Here's what he had to say.
The vice president won New York, but by 12 points as opposed to Joe Biden's 23-point margin. That was a significant move to the right in New York State. What do you attribute and you actually stated that you think you said the far left agenda is backfiring. What do you attribute the decline in support among Democrats in New York to, and what are Democrats getting wrong?
Well, okay, first I want to go back to your original comment. I was calling for the dismantling of hate in our country. Our Sikhs who are being attacked, LGBTQ members are being attacked, African Americans, Jews. I say let's dismantle the hate. And what you saw in this city, in this election, where you saw a shift and the state becoming redder, is because we stopped talking about working class people issues. When mom and pops are afraid, I can't pay my college tuition. The rent is too damn high. Healthcare is too expensive. We stopped talking to everyday New Yorkers and Americans. When I'm in the street talking to them, they're not asking me, Eric, tell me about fascism. They're talking about finance. They're not talking about Hitler. They're talking about housing. We need to talk to everyday working class people. And we stopped doing that. And those are the issues that they are afraid of. They're afraid of the future of their children.
But the Democratic Party was addressing most of those issues with the infrastructure bill, for example, and keeping Medicare and Social Security safe. Why would they vote for the party that will hurt them? I didn't get.
This is why Joy Behar will never be in charge of a campaign. Thank God. This is exactly why she should never be involved in politics, because she has no idea what she's talking about. Think about it. If what she's saying was true, then Donald Trump would never have become president. Doesn't the result speak for itself? Doesn't it tell you that what she's saying is just flat out wrong? If the messaging was actually resonating, we'd be looking at a completely different outcome. But here's the truth. The message didn't resonate. Why? Because it was never clear. And when the voters themselves are telling you this, well, what were you really doing? Gaslighting.
Well, you know, part of the business of campaigning is getting your message out and being clear on your message. Even the experts in their party were saying, get back to the message. What are we doing for everyday people in the country? And that's the same thing happened in 2022. When I got elected in 2022, I stated that, listen, we need to be talking about crime in this country. They ignored it. We lost the election. During 2023, I said, we had to deal with this migrant and asylum seeker issue. It was on the top 1 or 2 issues in the country. We ignored it. We have to go back and talk to those issues that people are worried about.